Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Lavinia and I post beauty videos regarding makeup and skincare 3 times a week, every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday at 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if that's something you're interested in, I'd love for you to join my channel by hitting the big red subscribe button. Today we're going to be talking about some common mistakes I see in skincare when it comes to having acne. And as an acne sufferer myself, I too have made these mistakes, and I thought, why not come on here, share like the top 5 things I often see and that I've also done, and really address them so that you guys know to either stop doing this or just avoid it. So if you want to see that, just keep on watching.
Oh, you tell me stories, you tuck me in, and the second you leave, I call you right back to check for monsters in my sheets.
So if you guys don't know, and if you're new here, I do have dry, sensitive, acne prone skin. I started getting cystic acne at the age of 13, and through skincare and learning my skin and all of that, I have learned to kind of maintain it. But of course, I do get spots from time to time, so that's totally normal. But I'm here to share my own acne wisdom with you guys. I am not a doctor, I'm not an esthetician. I am simply someone who's interested in skincare and spends some time researching it and testing a bunch of different products out on my own skin. So I just wanted to state that before I start. So let's get right on into this. The first mistake that I often see, and I would say this is one of the biggest mistakes, not only if you have acne, but any type of skin, is over cleansing and over stripping your skin. I see this a lot. I find lots of people want to use the strongest cleansers because they feel like they will cleanse their skin better, get that oil, makeup, sunscreen, all of that out. And of course, you want to be getting that off at the end of the day and making sure you have a cleanser that can thoroughly cleanse your skin. But if you are over stripping your skin, you are destroying your moisture barrier, and you are just stripping all those natural oils that your skin actually needs off your face. So if you cleanse your skin and at the end of it you feel like your skin is super tight, like you feel like you just had like a facelift type feel to it, you're probably over stripping your skin, and that's not something you want to do. I know it may be satisfying to feel that like super squeaky clean feel, but in fact you're most likely damaging your moisture barrier by doing so. I instead recommend to do a double cleansing method to make sure you're getting all that makeup, sunscreen, dirt, whatever it is, off your face. But in doing so, you can use a lighter cleanser or something that's not as drying to the skin. I always make sure that my cleansers don't have as many stripping ingredients in them, maybe not as much alcohol. Some of my favorites are usually like the more dry skin cleansers, since I do have dry skin. But like this one right here is targeted for really all skin types. It's the Selfless by Hyram Centella and Green Tea. Really nice because it doesn't overstrip your skin. I also really like the Yes To Daily Cream Cleanser, as well as the CeraVe Hydrating Cream to Foam. These are both more for dry to normal skin, but I just find they don't strip my skin as much. And the reason that's really important when it comes to acne is because if you're over stripping your skin and you're stripping your skin of those natural oils that it creates, it's going to have a deficit of those oils. And what is your skin going to do? Overcompensate for that and create more oils, which could potentially lead to more acne, especially if you have oily skin too. You don't want to be over stripping your skin. So that's my number one tip. I've spent more time talking about it because I find it's very important, and a lot of people don't realize they might be damaging their skin through their cleansing routine every single day. Moving on to number 2, when you have acne, you probably want to put on all the acne treatments you can, all the strongest actives you can to get rid of it, like your strongest salicylic acid, your AHAs and exfoliating products, benzoyl peroxide, all this stuff to really clean out your acne. And while these products can be very helpful for acne, they are also strong ingredients, and of course you don't want to overdo it on your skin. If you are doing these treatments, let's say every day or twice a day or multiple times a day, and your skin is just like being stripped and there's just too much actives going on, especially those strong acids, you can be in big trouble, because again, it kind of plays back into that over stripping your skin of its moisture barrier and all the things that can actually help your skin heal the acne. You're just stripping all of that off and over drying out your skin with these actives. Like salicylic acid I find is really helpful, but I have to be careful with it, because if I use too much, I'm going to over dry out my skin and it's going to just lead to more problems in the end. One of my favorites is the Paula's Choice. I really like this one because it has salicylic acid in it, but it is a stronger product. because it is at 2%, but I just use it in moderation and make sure I'm not drying out my skin while I'm using other hydrating products to kind of compensate for that. So you want to be careful, listen to your skin. That's the biggest tip I can give. If your skin's feeling dry, stripped, irritated, stop using these harsh ingredients and just let it relax. Cut back to a simple cleanser that won't dry out your skin and a moisturizer for a couple days or even like a couple weeks, just to give it a break. You don't want to be overdoing it with these strong acids. Even though they are acne fighting ingredients, you just don't want to overdo it. Now, going along with that, from acne comes acne scarring, and with that, a lot of people love exfoliating. Don't over exfoliate. You see how like everything I'm talking about is don't overdo it. That's the most important thing. And I know with acne, I've been there. You want to try everything and you want to pile on everything to make sure something works, but it can just be more damaging in the end. I've learned this the hard way, and that's why I'm passing it on to you guys. I love exfoliators, or specifically chemical exfoliators. I like these more, especially for acne prone skin, because physical exfoliators, you're just rubbing, right? Like think of like the St. Ives scrub. I think we've all used that one, but you're literally rubbing on your skin, and with acne, there's like wounds and stuff, right? So if you're re-breaking those wounds, that's not good at all. So I personally prefer chemical exfoliators. That one from Paula's Choice, really, really good. The ordinary lactic acid is one of my favorites too. Using retinol products can really help as well, but you don't want to overdo these and over exfoliate. Yes, they will help in time to get rid of your acne. One that I see all the time is the ordinary peeling solution, the red one that makes you look like you rub blood all over your face. I see people on TikTok, not only one, put way too much of it on. Secondly, they leave it on too long, or they use it way too often. I can only use that mask about once a month. That's all my skin can take. And I have already experimented with exfoliators in the past. So with that kind of stuff, you want to be careful. Although they can be helpful at rejuvenating the skin, if you overdo it, you're just stripping it. It could potentially lead to very serious issues like a chemical burn, which you obviously don't want. The next thing I have to talk about is not moisturizing. I actually did this too, and I find a lot of people with acne, they think that they have to cut out moisturizer to not add like more greasiness and oiliness to their skin to kind of stop their acne, when in fact this is also not helping your moisture barrier and also not helping with transepidermal water loss. If you don't know what that is, when you sleep your skin loses water. Obviously this can really affect the healing process of your skin, so using a moisturizer is very important, one that can replenish the skin and give it that hydration it needs to really help heal the acne. One of my favorites is the CeraVe Daily Moisturizer. Bubble makes some really good ones for oily and dry skin, but even if you have oily skin, you need a moisturizer. And even though I had dry skin, I cut one out in my teen years for a long time, and I was just over drying my skin out because I thought it would actually make my acne better, and let me tell you, it did not. So make sure you find a good moisturizer for you. Of course, you don't want one that feels greasy or anything like that, but so those are some of my favorites that I recommended. There's a lot of great ones on there. I will list a few in my shop list down below if you guys want to see more, but yeah. Do not skip on moisturizer. Don't cut it out of your routine because it's an essential part to really replenish your skin and give it the moisture and hydration it needs, even if you have oily skin. And the last mistake I would say is probably super common. Picking at your skin, extractions, blackhead tools, blackhead strips, all of that. Now we've all done it. Obviously with those really big juicy zits, all you want to do is pop it, but trust me, this will just make it heal way slower than it would if you just leave it. I know when it creates like a whitehead, all you want to do is pop it, but I promise, just let it heal, let it dry out, and let it just come out on its own, because it will do that. Your skin will extract it on its own. As far as extractions go, they can be helpful in a professional clinic, dermatologist office. I've had those done, and my acne has healed faster than if I would have went home and just squeezed it on my own, because under your nails there's a lot of bacteria even if you wash your hands, and when you're pushing on that, you create a scar, which is not good, and that will take even longer to heal than the acne itself. So it's just this like endless cycle. It can create a worse infection, you can get more acne, and it's just like a big whole mess. If you need to do an extraction at home, use Q-tips, put on gloves, do something to help prevent the mess even more. But honestly, I just prefer like the acne patches instead for those really big juicy zits, because I'll pop one of these on at night and the next morning a lot of it will be gone, or the pimple will be really reduced in size. And these actually prevent from picking too, which is really good if you have that tendency. I love the Yes 2 ones. These are some Nextcare hyaluronic ones. And then some of my favorites for like those underground pimples or those really juicy zits are the Yes To Zip Zapping Dots. Love these as well. They really just bring down the size of that pimple overnight. So highly recommend some type of patch like that will prevent you from picking at your skin, and also just keep that area sealed off and making sure that no bacteria is entering it, and just really help fasten that healing process even more. When it comes to pore strips and the pore vacuums, I'm guilty. I have used them before, even here on my channel a few years ago, and over time I have learned the damage that they can cause. I don't really recommend them. I don't really recommend doing those types of things at home unless you have been taught to do so, or you are a professional. But of course, do as I say, not as I do. I know we all have done this, but try your best to kind of not do it as much in the future. It will help your skin a lot more. So guys, those are my top 5 mistakes that I have seen with people with acne, that I've seen myself do, and I want to talk all about them today so you guys are aware. I hope this video is helpful. If you want to see more videos like this where I kind of talk about these types of tips and tricks when it comes to skincare, let me know and I would be happy to do more. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I don't do these types of videos too often. I kind of stick to my skincare trials, but I always do like switching it up from time to time. If you did enjoy though, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Only like 3% of you guys that watch my videos are subscribed. It's crazy. So if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe, and don't forget to also turn on my post notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload a new video. And yeah guys, that's it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Oh, you tell me stories, you tuck me in, and the second you leave I call you right back to check for monsters.